Alright, here's a video of Garmin 1243 XSV. Just got it in stock. A few customers looking for this thing, so just sharing a video of one of the first ones I've seen. I'm just going to show a video of it, unboxing it. I'm just showing the unit here. Pretty much the same design as the 8612. Screen size is a 1/2 inch larger though. Single channel chirp, lower resolution. Doesn't have the HDMI video inputs and does not have the live scope sonar inputs, but overall should be a really nice unit for money. Here's that money shot of the rear of the unit. You see an HDMI port. I think that's an output. NEMA 2000. There's a J1939 analog video in, 12-pin sonar, dual network ports. There's a USB port, micro USB port. That's for this chip reader. I'll show a picture of one of those. I got one of those here too, and the power port there. So let's open this bad boy up and see what we got. So here's the. Sorry if my lighting is a little bad. This is completely amateur video. So sun cover is standard, just like you see on all the other units, and you can see what this guy, the profile of this. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. Has that super thin glass helm look like we got on the 8612s. So edge-to-edge glass with just a nice trim, little trim bezel on the top. Garmin's moved the chip reader to the back of the unit here, just like they did on 8612s. Set this thing down. So here are all those ports. It's already preset with a micro SD chip in there. That's nice. They didn't do that on the early ones. So you can do your active captain and all your data storage in there, sonar recording and all that stuff. Again, all the ports here, micro USB. That micro USB, curious. Garmin is, since the card reader is so hard to get to, this can be a little bit complicated if you've got sausage fingers like me to pull these things out, because the chip is so little. If the unit's flush mounted and access isn't as good, you can instead opt for an auxiliary chip door like this. So that thing's only it's a little guy. It's got a little magnetic door, little seal in there, so it's waterproof. And that just mounts with 2 screws. It's got a little gasket on there, I think, too. But that's got a micro USB port on it there, and that'll plug into that spot right there. So keep that on your list. I think it's like $80. Here's the part number. Where is it? Sorry, lighting's bad. There you go. Well, put that on your list. We already looked at those on the box, but sonar, 12-pin. If you have an old deucer as well, something I do pretty frequently. If you've got like if you got a nice transducer like an Airmar, B744V or a 164, or you spent some money on a deucer in the past, or if you just don't want to haul the boat, on a short-term solution. If you have an old deucer, maybe not that old, but you should probably test it. But you can actually adapt using one of these blocks. this does is it allows you to cut the plug off your old deucer, run it into here. You open up these 4 screws, and there's a pin out in there. Some small screws, and you set up the pen color codes based on the directions here, and then you can actually convert your old transducer to the new 12-pin format. If you have an 8-pin, you can get an adapter plug. If you got a 6-pin, you can probably get an adapter as well, but if you have like a Fruno or Simrad, Raymarine can be a little complex for those, but and some of the older North Star big deucers I've had problems with, but in general, most of them work. You might have some issues with temp, but that can save you some. I think it's only like $70 or something, $80. But think about that. Okay, back over to the unit. We got a flush mount cutout template. It's pretty standard. A stripped down manual. Download the real one off the internet, so it's always changing based on software updates. And here you're going to have the 2 pieces of trim that go on the top and bottom of the screen. So these little guys here. Fit right along the top. So after you screw your or through bolt your unit in, that'll cover up that hole and trim out those corners nicely. Again, that's all standard with the same as 8612. There's nothing to do there. Bottom. Getting into the cables. Bracket. So they give you a bracket with this guy, knobs, there's your flush mount hardware. Read the directions on how to do that the right way. Gasket, you kind of build these are your sides, and then you put these 4 pieces along the edge, giving you a Nemo 2000 T connector, a 2-meter top cable, and a mounting screw. Make sure you use those mounting screws. Oh, they give you a 8 to 12-pin adapter plug. So if you get an 8-pin deucer, if you're upgrading from, I don't know, maybe a 942 or XS or something like that, you can use that 840. And here's your power cable, standard unit from, looks like the same one they use for the older 12-pin deucers. Yeah, that's the standard one. No changes there. They give you an EMC collar for the sonar. And that's it. I mean, that's the box. That's the unit. They give you the decal. This is something people maybe don't realize. Your serial number is right there. I usually peel one of those decals off and adhere it to the back of your sun cover. In case you ever had to have a warranty problem, you don't need to pull everything off the boat to get to the back of the unit. But it's also right there. So I don't know. It's like a nice unit. Go ahead and grab one. Yeah.